Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. Give me just a moment here. I am trying something out here and trying to see how it works. What I'm doing is I am trying to stream on both YouTube and Twitch. So right now, I don't know if anything is working. I know at least the YouTube half is working. So just give me a moment here. First time on Twitch as well, so I don't know if any of this is working properly. Let me see here. Looks like, yeah, okay. Looks like I might be doing good. So, welcome back. This is Honkai Star Rail. I've been playing quite a bit, I guess. About 18 hours or so streamed. As you can see, I am Trailblaze level 46. I've got several level 60s here. These four are my main party. And yeah, I am just continuing on with story and companion missions for the time being. I know I'm getting close to the end of the current story. I don't know. I'm getting close to the end of the current material. So I'm not going to slow down or anything like that. Once I reach whatever it is the end, then I will hold off until new stuff is around. But for the time being, I'm just going through what I can. There's still 1 day and 21 hours left of this banner to roll on. I don't think I'm going to do any of this. As much as I would like to have whatever this third character's name is. Let me see here. Ting Young. As much as I would like to have her as a character, I'm not going to roll on a major banner just to get her when I can get her through the normal means. So I'm not impatient, so I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to probably do some other banner that's coming up, whether it's Silver Wolf or who else was there? I know there's a couple others. But yeah, so for the time being, I'm just going to continue on with what I got. And I think I'm going to start with this character mission, or companion mission as it's called here, for Hook. So, just going over here and seeing what is
It's
going
getting
on.
late. Where to now?
When do we go home, Gran?
Alright, so this isn't voiced yet because it's just the standard voice acting. I'm sorry, this isn't voice acted because it's just the standard talking to characters, and they don't always have voices in standard stuff. So anyway, I'm out of Snow White Pop Candy. Hi, Julian. Hi. Wait, who are you? Mom told me not to talk to strangers. We played hide and seek together before. Hide and seek? That doesn't ring a bell. Hey, did you mistake me for someone else? Did I? Of course, I'm not Julian of 1,000 faces. Oops, I revealed myself. Fine, I'll stop messing with you. You're right, I'm Julian. What do you want from me? And then, I guess, don't you have urgent matters for me?
You! Hey, you! Stop! You are now a conscript of the moles.
Great. Hook's little sidekick, the young little master of disguise. Who are you? I just called him by name, so I can't really say who are you. But yeah, Hook's little sidekick.
I'm not a sidekick. I'm second in command. You know what? No, this ain't the time. We got trouble. The boss went to the Great Mine along with her Diggertron, and she refused to let anyone go with her. I feel like she's doing something dangerous. You have to go check on her for us.
Why would she go to the mines?
Fursman is in the mines. It seems like the boss heard some bad news about him and then just ran in there. She even took her Diggertron. Is she preparing for a fight with the vagrants? There's lots of bad guys in the mines. Miss Natasha said kids ain't allowed to go in. Go check on her for us now.
Yeah, this is actually something I was wondering is who's Fursman?
He's Hook's daddy. And he's like a daddy to everyone in the moles. He's like a great person.
Alright, well, don't worry, I'll head there right away. How do I take orders? Yeah, don't worry, I'll head there right away.
Thank you. Please hurry.
Alright, so here we go. To the mines, I guess. Or to the Great Mine. And we'll just go up here. And over here.
Calm down, calm down. We're all here to work for a living. Why not sit down and talk it out?
Save it. We treated you as our leader, but look how you treated us.
Such a rat.
You sold the intel about the vein to Antonia, but we discovered it first. Now we lost the mine, and we have to work for those guys.
Traitor!
Well, nothing to say for yourself, huh? So you admit that you sold the intel to the mining team?
Go away, you brutes! Don't bully my daddy!
Oh, little Hook? Oh, no, you have it wrong. It's your daddy who bullied us first. Ask him if you don't believe me.
Daddy?
Yes, I told Antonia about the vein, but I was the first one to discover it. I have the right to do anything with it.
It's only because you have that detector. Let's see who's boss when we take it from you.
Back off. I was thinking about the bigger picture when I did that. Unlike you all who just look for trouble every day.
Well, I think someone needs to teach you a lesson.
You'll never
Oops.
lay a finger on Daddy without passing through Hook.
The moles are here. Surrender now. Or I'm here. Everybody stop. Take it easy, everyone. Yeah, let's just go take it easy.
It's you! Come and help Hook.
Another punching bag? Fine by me. I'll kick all your butts.
Alright, getting into a fight, I guess.
What are you looking at? Time to twirl!
Not too much to it, I guess.
Daddy, are you hurt?
Just a few scratches. How about you, Hook?
Don't worry about me. I have Diggertron. No one can hurt me.
Good. That's good. And you, young lady, are you hurt? Thank you for your help.
I barely felt a thing. I'll live. Yeah, I barely felt a thing.
I remember. You are the outsiders Natasha mentioned before, right? I heard that you helped resolve some conflicts around the mines when you arrived. And again today, when you saved my life.
It's no big deal. Or saving lives is my passion. I just wanted to fight. It's no big deal.
The conflicts between the vagrants and the mining team have lasted for quite a long time. Even if you have just temporarily mitigated our rather tense relationship, it is greatly appreciated.
Daddy, let's go to the old witch's clinic. You're seriously hurt.
But the vein detector that rapscallion was after, somebody already stole it from me. I need to keep searching, otherwise I might never see it again.
Head to the clinic. Don't make Hook worry. What's more important, the detector or your life? So stop talking nonsense and go to the clinic. I'm gonna go with the first one. Head to the clinic. Don't make Hook worry.
It's just a tool. I guess I should let it go. Let's head to the clinic.
All right. To the clinic and talk to Natasha. Go back to town and to the clinic.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Hello.
I've taken care of your wounds. I'm running short on medical supplies these days, though, so behave yourselves and stay away from trouble. You hear me? Don't pretend you didn't hear that, Hook. I'm talking to you.
Hook wasn't the one that caused trouble. It was those bad guys. We were just defending ourselves. And ask her.
The boss is always right. Shouldn't indulge kids. I don't know. It has nothing to do with me. And is she is the boss of the group of kids, so sure, let's go with that.
See?
You are gonna spoil that kid. That's enough for now. I'll say this one last time, Hook. If you cause any trouble again, I'll take Diggertron away. Do you understand?
Hook understands.
The boss of the moles should stick to her word. I have patients to take care of. See you later.
Thank you again. If it weren't for you and Dr. Natasha, Hook and I probably would have been in big trouble.
I don't know what happened exactly.
Well, a few days ago, I found a geomarrow vein using a vein detector, and I sold this info to Antonia, a supervisor of the mining team. Then, those vagrants heard about it and accused me of being a traitor. They believe that since I'm also a vagrant who came from another mine and ended up in here for a living, I should naturally be on their side. The mining team could not agree with that, of course. I'm just too old for this.
Looks like Hook has an idea of her own.
Daddy? Are we short on money? Why did you do that?
My poor child. Daddy is old now. Who knows how long I can stay by your side? I have to start preparing for your future. People say I'm selfish, think I'm a traitor, but it doesn't matter to me. All you need to know is when I'm gone, you will have the money to take care of yourself and survive on your own.
Daddy.
Forget about it. Since I've got the money from the mining team, I have nothing to complain about now. It's just a shame that I lost my vein detector. It was indeed a treasure.
Someone stole it? Or what is a vein detector? I know what a vein detector is, but someone stole it?
I guess so. It's an ancient relic that can detect geomarrow veins. It's very rare. I haven't seen a second one in my life. I often carried it around looking for a new claim. I suppose some villains must have taken notice. Anyway, I guess I don't need the detector anymore. The less trouble, the better. I shouldn't care who stole my device. Whoever it was, I hope they get good use out of it.
Hook seems to be giving me a look that says, Hook wants to talk to you outside the clinic now. So that's why people call eyes the windows to the soul.
Alright, looks like we're going outside to talk to Hook. And we'll, talk about it right by all these other... Sure.
Wait! Hook needs you to help with something.
It's about Fursman? Leave it to me. Couldn't he give it a minute, could you? Oh, yeah, leave it to me.
Well, I haven't said what we're gonna do, but that's the spirit. You truly are an honorary member of the Moles. That detector is Daddy's treasure, so I gotta get it back. You'll help me, won't you?
Helping others is my passion. As long as you behave yourself, I don't want to help you. Let's go with as long as you behave yourself.
All right, then. I'll be waiting for you at the shelter in the mine, big sister.
Got it.
See ya!
Alright, looks like we're heading back to the mines. Back to the same place in the mines. Well, kind of the same place.
Too slow, honorary member of the Moles. You should have gotten here before Hook. Let me introduce you to Sweta. She is Daddy's most trusted miner.
Not at all. Mr. Fursman trusts every vagrant, and every one of us trusts Mr. Fursman. But after what happened over at that Geomarrow vein, the atmosphere at the shelter became a bit tense.
I'm here to find Daddy's treasure, his vein detector. I heard that someone stole it. Is that true?
Well, I would guess that's probably true.
It could be true, or he might have dropped it, but yeah, I mean, by the sounds of what he was saying, he thinks that somebody could have stolen
After the
it.
conflict in the mine, Wildfire gathered everyone out of the shelter and took a head count to check on the wounded. 4 people were not there. When we returned to the shelter, Mr. Fursman's detector was gone. We searched all around the shelter but found nothing. I guess one of those 4 people was the thief.
Ah, I see. So he had to leave it behind because of the incident. Got it. No one else was at the shelter during that time, or they picked the wrong time to commit the crime. I don't know how I would know if nobody else was at the shelter during that time, so I'm gonna say they picked the wrong time.
Indeed. Now we can narrow down the scope of our search considerably. We vagrants have our dignity too. I'm sure we will catch the thief, but...
But... what?
Actually, we've already asked those 4 suspects about it. But they all claim to not have stolen anything.
Of course not. I mean, you're not gonna say, yeah, I took it.
Of course, we could never expect thieves to confess and turn themselves in, right?
Right.
In my opinion, one of those 4 was lying.
I mean, the liar isn't necessarily the thief. There can't be more than one? Arrest everyone and... Yeah, this one right here. Can't be more than one. I hope they're not going to get into a situation of some of the daily quests. Like one of them was, this person always lies, this person always tells the truth. This person can do one of both. So, which is which? And I hope they're not going to get into something like that. But they might.
Doesn't seem likely.
Okay, so...
All 4 suspects are at the shelter. If you're feeling confident, why not give it a try? Maybe you can determine who the thief is.
Adults are so dishonest. Hook's gonna question them one by one.
Nope. Okay, I guess this... Didn't realize that this was the shelter. Okay. Well, let's just start over here. What's this? Cook.
Well. What's this? Playing detective, are we?
Spill it! Did you steal my daddy's detector?
You little brat. How dare you label me a thief? Someone needs to give you a good lesson on manners. I'm an honest and decent man. I'd never do such a shady thing.
Anyone can say that. If you really didn't steal anything, then just answer our questions.
Oh, you have a temper, huh? All right, I'll spare a couple minutes for your little detective game.
All right, so, what were you doing when the crime occurred? What do you think of Mr. Fursman? Let's start with this. What do you think of Mr. Fursman?
That old Fursman was kind to me. When we were at Rivet Town, he put me in charge of the whole mining team's food supply. And it's because I trusted him that I came to this mine with him. I mean, I didn't expect he would take that money for himself. Anyway, he found that geomarrow vein by himself, so I won't blame him for not sharing. But you know, what he did was not like the old Fursman I knew.
And then, what were you doing when the crime occurred?
I'm a cook. What else would I be doing? Don't you notice the smoky cooking smell all over me?
Just because you're a cook doesn't mean that you're always cooking, though.
It's just that I happened to be out shopping for ingredients at that time. Otherwise, who'd want anything to do with this kind of thing?
All right, did you see the detector?
Well, I don't want to be a snitch, but out of my respect for Fursman, I'll tell you a secret. The helper over there, I saw him sneak into Fursman's tent and come out holding a box. See? Isn't he the most suspicious one?
Who's the most suspicious one is not up to you. You might be framing him. I believe you, but it's not up to me to judge. I mean, I was gonna say I don't have any reason to mistrust him, but considering he's one of the 4 people, I suppose that is reason to mistrust him. So, who's the most suspicious one is not up to you.
I don't care if you believe me or not. I've told you all I know. Now leave me alone if you don't have any more questions. I'm busy.
All right, then. I guess we'll just circle around. Taylor.
Did you steal Daddy's detector?
Nope. I'm no thief.
Really? Then you better answer our questions honestly.
Ask away. Let's not waste time.
All right. So again, what do you think? It seems like we're asking the same questions every time. What do you think of Mr. Fursman?
Good man, but a bit of a cheapskate.
All right. What were you doing when the crime occurred?
Spacing out. Didn't notice anything.
All right. Short and to the point. Did you see the detector?
Nope. What detector?
Hey, would you mind talking more nicely?
What? I always talk like this.
I don't feel like she's the thief.
All right. We shouldn't jump to conclusions yet, though.
I know.
All right, so the third person we have here, Helper.
Hook? What's the matter?
Did you steal Daddy's detector?
What? Oh, if I'd known I would become a suspect, I wouldn't have gone out at that time. How foolish of me.
Relax, we're just checking off all the boxes. Yeah, we're just gonna check off all the boxes.
We just need you to answer a few questions.
Okay. Ask away. It would be good to clear myself of suspicion.
All right, so what do you think of Mr. Fursman?
Mr. Fursman? He's a good person. Though... Oh, never mind. Oh, no, oh, no. I must sound very suspicious, but I really didn't do anything. You have to believe me.
All right, well, what were you doing when the crime occurred?
Nothing special. I just went out to get some fresh air. Oh dear, oh dear. I know that's a lame alibi, but I swear it's the truth.
And did you see the detector?
Detector? No, I haven't seen anything, and I don't know anything. Is that all the questions you have? Have I proven my innocence?
Just stay calm and wait for the news.
Oh dear. All this waiting around is enough to make me even more anxious.
Alright. And finally, the merchant.
Did you steal Daddy's detector?
What? How could you say that? You're gonna make me angry.
Don't get upset, it's a perfectly reasonable question.
You know what a businessman values the most? Reputation. If your slander ruins my reputation and harms my business, you'll pay for that.
Well, then answer our questions. We'll decide if we believe you or not.
Alright, so what do you think of Mr. Fursman?
I withhold my opinion toward this question.
Alright. And what were you doing when the crime occurred?
I have the right to remain silent.
Alright then. Did you see the detector?
No comment.
Uh-huh.
Ugh, you would... I'll give you one more chance. Think carefully and give your answer to Diggertron this time.
Calm down, Hook. Don't scare him.
You little brat. Grow a couple of feet taller before you think about threatening me.
I mean, if she has something like a Diggertron, I don't think she needs to grow a couple feet taller.
Here, how about we make a deal? I'll tell you what I know in exchange for a small intel service fee. Fair and honest.
Sure. Why not?
Great. I like your style. Customers who don't fuss over the price are the best. So what do you want to know? Ask away.
Alright, looks like we're asking the same things again. What do you think of Mr. Fursman?
Fursman is an old customer of mine. He's pretty nice to me, though we are not so close. As to what he did about that Geomero vein, it was kind of unethical. We're all neighbors. We've known each other for a long time. But he sold out to the other side and left his own people out to dry. I really can't agree with that.
Alright. What were you doing when the crime occurred?
I went into town to restock. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? I restock on a regular basis, everyone knows that. I was wondering why there was nobody at the shelter.
And then did you see the detector?
Look, the cook is definitely the thief, I'm sure about that. I value my reputation more than anything, so you can trust me.
And why are you so sure about that?
In my line of work, I've learned to read people. And something's definitely fishy with that cook. I could tell from the start. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone.
Hook's head is spinning. Do you remember everything they said?
Pretty much.
Don't worry, I've written it all down for you. Remember, among these 4 people, only the real thief would lie. The cook said the helper did it. The tailor said it wasn't her. The merchant said it was the cook, and the helper said it wasn't him. So, do you know who the culprit is?
Alright, so we are dealing with Find a Lie. So, let's just... Well, let's think about this for a moment. Okay, so the merchant, I would say, would not be the culprit because for the most part, since he and Mr. Fursman get along and have I guess the merchant can make a profit with things that Mr. Fursman trades with him. I would say the merchant wouldn't do it because, as he said, reputation is a very big thing. So off the top, I don't think it would be the merchant. It's hard. Let's see. Is it Taylor or Helper? I think it was Taylor. You can't get much out of them because they didn't really say much. But I don't think it's them just because I don't know. They didn't have much to say, but they were straight to the point. And while that could be evasive so that they wouldn't be caught in a lie, as far as we're understanding here, the culprit will be a liar. So the helper seems like he could be the culprit just because how nervous he is. And the cook could be the culprit because he was pointing fingers at other people. So I'm inclined in this order to think it was the cook, then the helper, then the tailor, then the merchant. That's the order of things I'm thinking of. But let's see what Hook has to say.
I think the cook and merchant are the most suspicious. My gut tells me that one of them is the culprit. But don't worry, even if you choose the wrong one, Pitch Dark Hook the Great has other ways to uncover the true culprit.
Right. We have other methods besides deductive reasoning to find out who the true thief is. Let's just examine what they've said first to decide. The cook said the helper did it. The tailor said it wasn't her. The merchant said it was the cook, and the helper said it wasn't him. So, do you know who the culprit is?
Oh, the cook was pointing fingers at helper. Sorry, I missed that. I thought cook was pointing fingers at the merchant. I think I'm just gonna go with the cook. And see how things go. Because, as they say, they have other ways to find out the truth. So, just with what they've said, I'm gonna go with the cook. But something I just remembered is the merchant charged us for information, yet didn't actually charge us. But no, I still think that reputation is an important thing. So I'm gonna go with the cook.
I don't know why, but I'll trust your judgment. Come on, let's go accuse the culprit.
Sure. He's not there. Unless this is him.
Huh? Where's the cook? Where did he go?
Beats me. I saw him running out in quite a panic.
That guy has to be guilty. Where is he running off to?
Probably trying to sell off the spoils. So he's fleeing from justice, huh? I mean, both. No, I think at this point it'd be too late to sell off the spoils. But, sure, let's go with the second one.
Oh, yeah. I saw Mr. Sampo on the way to the mine when I came here. Could he be involved in this?
Quite possibly. Definitely has something to do with him. He's just trouble on legs. Surely Sampo. No, I'm not going to say that. I mean, he is very likely to be involved, but I don't think. I'm just gonna go with he's just trouble on legs.
Follow Hook? Mr. Sampo should be that way. Mr. Sampo's always at the clinic hanging around Miss Natasha. Hook thought he was really sick or something. If he's working with the thief, then he's also a bad guy.
Yeah, pretty much. But where are we going? Ah, hello.
My friend, are you serious? This device is quite rare. Are you really willing to sell it to me at such a low price?
No, why are you making this so complicated? Do you want it or not? Just tell me.
You two stop right there. Pitchdark Hook the Great has arrived.
Sampo, what are you doing here? This guy's a thief and he's trying to sell something he stole. Quite, I'm going to give you. I find it interesting that there's almost always a option to just go straight into fighting. And I think that's nice because, like, you don't know, story-wise, you don't know how the main character is. Like, they're not necessarily a good person, but they're not necessarily a bad person. But, you know, I'm just gonna go with my usual. Sampo, what are you doing here? See what he has to say.
Just doing a little business. What's all the fuss?
Alright, well, we're going to the second option. This guy's a thief and he's trying to sell something he stole. Not that that's anything wrong to Sampo.
Oh boy, I knew it was too good to be true. I gotta make this clear. I have nothing to do with this fella. You have to trust me. Miss Hook, please, don't point that thing at me. It's scary.
Hey, how can you sell me out like that? We had a deal.
You stole Daddy's treasure. Diggertron will not spare you.
This is all that old Versman's fault. Just because he has this device I'm holding, he can make a fortune. It's not fair.
Well, it seems you guys have some issues to sort out, so maybe I should leave.
There's no reason for you to steal it, and Versman has his reasons. Yeah, Versman has his reasons.
The heck if I care? With the underworld in such a sad state, how are we supposed to survive if we don't resort to robbing and stealing? Anyway, I got the device now. Come take it, if you have the guts.
Alright, if that's what you want. Guess you want to do this the hard way? Okay, I'll take it then. You got some guts taunting us yourself. Okay, we'll take it then.
Diggertron, get ready.
Let's go.
I don't see a Diggertron. Oh well. It's times like this that I wish that they would substitute in, like, the character.
Who's next?
My turn.
Just so that they can be a part of
What are you looking at?
their story, I guess.
Time to twirl.
Naughty child. Nap time.
And there we go.
You sure talk tough for someone who can't fight. Come on, hand the detector over to Hook.
I don't think you can anymore.
No, Daddy's treasure! It's broken!
Can it be repaired?
Hey, now this is Sampo's time to shine.
Is it? I would have thought this would be more for Clara. But, oh, you're still here.
Of course. I wouldn't want to miss out on seeing you and Miss Hook's acts of heroism, would I?
You might if you end up being collateral damage.
Listen here. There's a fellow in Boulder Town they call Balloway the Miner's Lamp. He's an appraiser. Although he claims that he doesn't do appraisals anymore for ancient relics, he actually still does a bit behind the scenes for ones that are of especially high value. I think this device of yours is probably worth a lot. It might be a good idea to try your luck with Balloway.
I mean, sure, if we're trying to sell it, but I mean, I guess it depends on the difference with, like, how much it's worth versus how much we can make with it.
Here's a trick. First, pretend that you want to sell it for a low price, then wait for him to excitedly fix the device for you. After it's fixed, tell him you changed your mind and you want to keep it for yourself.
Okay, you said he was an appraiser, not a mechanic or someone who can repair this.
This business tactic is what I call a bait and switch. Pretty clever, huh?
Alloway the miner's lamp. Got it. Thanks, Mr. Sampo. Let's go into town to find him.
Have a safe trip!
All right, then. Back to town we go.
It's getting late. Where to
Over
now?
here somewhere, seems. Oh, just a guy standing around. Miner's lamp has stopped and all appraisal services. The announcement has all the details. Please leave. Appraisal of what? Are you here to cause trouble? What? Hold on. Are you from the outside? Everyone's talking about your story. No wonder you don't know me. That was embarrassing. Please excuse me. My name is Balaway. I am the expert in relic appraisal. People all call me Miner's Lamp. Nice to meet you. Anyway, effective from today, I, Miner's Lamp, Balaway, will stop all appraisal services. It's a long story. You can have a look at this notice. Or do you have other business? Well, I have other business, but at the same time, I was wondering if you could have a look at this detector.
I'm already retired from appraising ancient relics, so unless this detector is some kind of precious treasure...
Oh, look at this! The detector's probe broke off. Can you fix it?
Oh, ho, ho. This certainly is a rare relic. Let me take a closer look.
Yes! Look extra close. You have to help Hook fix it.
This device... I've been in the business for a long time, but never have I seen an ancient relic like this one before. I think this is probably beyond repair. But still, it is a rare treasure. Even broken, I'd be willing to pay a high price for it. What do you say?
Can we trust your appraisal, or can you tell me more about it? I intend to sell it. I mean, yeah, he's an appraiser, so tell me about it.
The detector's probe is gone. It's like searching for something without eyes or ears. Who's going to want a pile of junk? I don't believe any other stores will buy it off you. Come on, I'll give you a nice deal.
Boss, we should go. I think we should let Fursman decide what to do with it. Or we aren't going to sell it to you for profit to you. Maybe we should let Fursman decide what to do with it.
All right then. Let's go find Daddy.
And I was also kind of expecting that, saying that we're gonna just take it to somebody else might make it seem like whatever he was wanting to, if he had wanted it for any specific reason, it might have been that changed his mind and upped the ante, I guess. But, oh, we're heading back to the clinic. Okay. Because, yeah, that's where we left him. Right. Alright, over here.
Where have you been, Hook? I was just about to go looking for you. Come on, let's go home. I'll cook some salt-baked rock crabs for you.
It'd kind of be funny if the detector, or the sensor, was in his pocket, because he always, you know, kept it in two pieces so nobody could make use of it if they stole it.
What's wrong with this kid?
She's been like this ever since just now. We found the vein detector.
Vein detector? The one I lost?
Big Sister and Hook helped Daddy catch the thief that stole it. But Daddy's detector is broken. It's all my fault. If only I could have found it sooner.
So it was stolen. You're not hurt, are you, Hook?
I'm fine. Daddy, can you see if your detector still works?
The geomarrow probe is damaged. I'm afraid this thing won't work anymore.
I'm sorry, Daddy. I didn't help one bit.
What are you apologizing for? Thank you so much for looking out for me, Hook.
But Daddy's treasure...
Don't cry, Hook. Daddy's true treasure has been here all along. It was never lost or broken.
It is an adorable treasure indeed. Or treasure can even cry, you know? I'm gonna go with the first one.
Even you know what it is?
The detector helped me find lots of geomarrow veins, and it saved the mining team a lot of money. In that respect, it was a very good thing. But at the end of the day, the detector is just a tool. A true treasure must have irreplaceable importance to someone.
Doesn't really understand.
That's okay. I'm saying some things that might seem strange, but you will understand someday.
So, the treasure Daddy's talking about
is still happily running and jumping around.
Daddy! You're not allowed to see her cry! Go away!
All right. And they're gone. Okay. Well, that wasn't so bad. You know, just a little bit of a quest to get to know one of the other characters. Oh, hello. 1, 2, 3. Are you the honorary member of the Moles? I am Pitch Dark Hood the Great. No punctuation. Borrowed Julian's stuff to message you. I'm not good at typing yet. It's so difficult, right? I need your help. Come find me, and don't you ever tell the old witch otherwise. You are done for. Alright. Apparently, there's more to her quest. Alright. Well, I'm not necessarily going to jump right into that. I just wanted to do one of the companion missions before moving on to the main mission. So at this point, it looks like we are headed back to the Lofu. And let's see, we were infiltrating a cult of some sort to get information, I believe. So,
It's getting late. Where to now?
At this point, I think I am meeting up with them. What am I doing, actually? Does it say here? Successfully infiltrated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Wait for further contact from that person. And my nickname they gave me was Gray something or other. I can't remember. But okay, so after some time, I got a new message. Is everything going well? Very well. It is unbelievably well, actually. That's good. I've always believed in your abilities. Someone just reported in. Did you save a Cloud Knight? That was nothing. I wouldn't call it saving. We had a successful collaboration. Thank you very much for your help. Cloud Knight has handed over all his intel to the Seat of Divine Foresight. If it weren't for your help, he'd have had a hard time getting away. As you've already infiltrated the Disciples, please keep monitoring their activities. Anything I should focus on? I've mentioned before that the Cloud Knight named that went missing a few months ago. I want to know what happened to him, dead or alive, so I can give an answer to his family. Let's avoid contacting each other from here on. If you are seen going in and out of the Seat of Divine Foresight, those Disciples are sure to become suspicious of you. Please come back in one piece, otherwise the General will be quite upset with me. I don't know, I'd be kind of upset if I didn't come back in one piece as well. Alright, so over here, meet up with a green hibiscus at the Sanctum. Which I guess is over here. No, this is just a flower.
Green hibiscus agreed to meet me here, but there's no sight of him. What gives?
He's probably being careful.
There's a letter here. What's this on the envelope? Gray peony. This must be from Green Hibiscus.
Alright, you've fully demonstrated your bravery and devotion to us. I'll now give you a chance to prove how loyal and reliable you are to the organization. I thought that's what I already did. This mission is of utmost importance, and I don't feel comfortable in trusting it to others. Only a fighter like you can handle such an important task. Yesterday, Disciple absconded in disgrace. She posted a letter as she defected. Based on our investigation, it's an urgent missive to the Seat of Divine Foresight. It shouldn't have arrived yet. Intercept it, help us mitigate our losses. Once you finish this arduous yet glorious task, I will introduce you to the Exalting Sanctum's leader of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. So long as he assents, you can begin your journey on the way of immortality. Green Hibiscus.
The Disciples sure know how to keep a low profile. Looks like I'll need to help them complete this mission. If they're looking to intercept mail, I should probably start by searching near Exalting Sanctum's Psycrane stands.
Alright, wherever that is. I guess over here first, since it's on the same level. What do we have here? Oh, it's one of these, like, robotic birds. Rummage through the packages on this Cyprane stand, but you don't find the letter you're looking for.
Not on this stand. Let's check a different one.
Alright. And right. We check over here. Maybe? How do I get out of here? Here we go. There's a bridge. And it's way up over there. I'm probably not on a good level to get to it. No. Let's just teleport back over here. Might be easier this way. Alright. Over here.
Come on, draw already.
Are there only two?
What's written on this package? Seat of Divine Foresight, urgent. This is it. The mail the Disciples want to intercept. Seems like it's encrypted somehow. Makes sense. This is critical intelligence after all. Let's see if I can crack the code.
Would it be that easy? Excuse me. Alright, so the Jade Abacus substrate system, developed by the Artisan Ship Commission. The computing modules with subroutines stored in them to bases with corresponding patterns so that the substrate can function normally. Okay, this is a computing module that can be moved. Select the access base to move the computing modules around it. Move all the computing modules to the corresponding bases to make the substrate function normal. Ah. No. So like that. Okay.
Code cracked. Huh. It's an internal order from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Judging from these urgent instructions, the disciples are aware of a seed of divine foresight operation to infiltrate their ranks. Huh. No wonder Green Hibiscus was so eager to intercept this. I'll use my phone to make a copy and then hand it over to Green Hibiscus.
Why don't you just... Alright. Considering that I am the infiltrator, basically, but not the only one. The guard was another one. But since I know about this, and, you know, the information is not really relevant unless there are other operatives trying to infiltrate at this point in time. I don't see this information as important to getting to its destination, so I don't see the point of making a copy. But I suppose. And a new message. Oh, Green Hibiscus. Did you get the stuff? I got it. Where are we meeting? There might be surveillance. Alright, the place where we copy scripture. The person in charge wants to see you ASAP. Do not reply. Got it. Well, I'm sure he wouldn't be happy about that.
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced?
I don't believe in ghosts. Draw already.
Alright, actually I know it's further down, so let's just teleport. Alright, over into this little corner that's not really hidden away at all.
Mauve Moon, this is the reliable disciple I mentioned to you, Grey Peony.
I'm guessing everyone dresses in the color that they're mentioned, or that they're named.
Grey Peony, this is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in Exalting Sanctum.
It seems you have some impressive skills in your arsenal.
You're too kind. How much can you bench? Kind of... Oh, let's just... again, be polite. You're too kind.
No need for modesty. I've studied martial arts for years. I can tell how strong you are with just a glance.
Great.
You seem like you've got it all figured out. What brings you to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
I despise the hunt. I want to become even stronger. I want to gain immortality. I'm not sure. Well, the whole thing was to gain immortality, so yeah, let's continue with that.
Good. Life is a miracle and a blessing. Any futile attempt to forsake it is a disgraceful betrayal. You have been enlightened to the significance of immortality. You have already surpassed those shameful mortals. Here, take this prescription. Through this medicine,
you will become like me. You will be able to break the shackles that the devilish archer author has used to chain your soul. You will gain unbridled power and freedom. The disciple responsible for creating medicinal pellets heard of your exploits. They prepared the prescription for you personally.
Oh, that doesn't sound ominous for any reason.
Some of the ingredients can be purchased at an apothecary, but others will require you to come up with your own solution. Given your strength, that shouldn't pose a problem. Do you have any questions?
Depends. Yes, it does look like I have some questions. So, how many people are in our organization?
I don't know. I've heard our members are in the tens of thousands. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has a flat organizational structure. The head of each area reports directly to the Master. I know nothing about what goes on elsewhere. The benefit is that even if our enemies were to wipe out the Exalting Sanctum branch, it wouldn't affect our brothers and sisters in other areas.
And then who prepares the prescriptions? I mean, yes, this is true what he says, but if you know who you are reporting to, every boss has a boss, basically, and if you can find out who the next boss is, you're just going up the chain until you reach the top. So, eventually, you can find out. But anyway, who prepares the prescriptions?
That's sensitive information. I know who they are, but for their security, I can't reveal their identities. It's not that I doubt your loyalty, Grey Peony. It's like I said, security.
And then can I meet the boss?
The boss? You mean the Master? You'll meet them, but for now there's no rush. All in good time. Keep fulfilling your duties, as you have been. With your strength, you'll have an audience with the Master in no time.
And then, why did you join the organization?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I once worked alongside those devils. I trained in spear techniques for almost a century. I nearly became a Cloud Knight instructor, but I was trapped in a weak mortal shell. I was never able to surpass the final barrier that separated me from the martial arts geniuses. Fortunately, the draft of Draconic Surge, the prescription you hold in your hand, rescued me. Once I took that medicine, I became more powerful than any mortal could ever dream of. Now, everything has changed. Jersine and his pitiful spearmanship are no more. All that remains is a loyal disciple of merciful Medicus.
Jersine? What did you say your old name was? Were you an undercover agent for the Seat of Divine Foresight? Let's go with the first one.
Wait. You recognize me? Where do you know me from? Your face changed when you heard my name.
Mav Moon, sir. We have a problem. I suspect this person may be the agent who's been looking for you.
Of course.
Idiot! What kind of trials are you running? You let an agent infiltrate our ranks?
I couldn't have known, sir. I witnessed this person slay a Cloud Knight before my very eyes.
Detestable. The devilish archer author allows these pitiful mortals to face death without fear. Self-sacrifice is their way of fooling us into opening our doors.
You've really got an active imagination. I don't think I said anything that revealed my identity. I'm done. Let's do this. You can come at me together. again, there's that option to just go straight into fighting. I mean, no, I didn't really say anything that revealed my identity. I just repeated his name. Well, yeah, let's just go with the first one.
Merciful Medicus has sharpened my senses. Nothing gets past me. A pathetic mortal like you could never understand. In that case, Divine Foresight Devil, it's time for you to meet your demise.
Alright then.
Stay alert.
Are these the two people all of a sudden, I guess? I don't know.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Stay alert.
Alright.
Rules are made to be broken. Stay alert.
Gotta try hard some. Watch this awesome move!
Merciful Medicus!
Tough luck running into me!
Nope. So you've got more to deal with all of a sudden.
Time to twirl!
That's okay. Gives me more targets to damage.
Let's make it quick.
A miracle!
I won't break! Oh dear!
Naughty child. Nap.
Immortality!
Oh.
Oh, mercy of Sanctus Medicus! Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress.
Alright.
You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable. Surrender, and I'll make it quick.
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Let's go.
Immortality means forever.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Honored to meet me. Time to twirl!
Just taking care of them one at a time.
Time for a shot.
Let's make it quick.
Secret of the saints.
My turn!
Rules are made to be broken.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
And there we go.
So Mauve Moon was the agent that Qingzhu lost contact with. He joined the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
Seems about
I
right.
should go to the seat of divine foresight and tell Qingzhu. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
A little bit of both, maybe. I mean, I suppose it's a success that, you know, we accomplished what we were going there to find, but again, we didn't try to find out, or we didn't find out what was further up the chain, I guess. So it was a success, but at a dead end. Alright, may I ask, have you come here to see Divine Foresight on any official business? I can help you pass it on. Want to go inside the seat of Divine Foresight? Could you please wait here a moment? I'll go and report in for you. Alright. Here, is there a map of this place? No. We are just here. Okay. Interesting. Got things placed on a board here. Alright, so what's up here? Come on. Thought I saw a switch. Nope. Oh, I see. Said switch. Got it.
I'm glad to see you've returned in one piece.
Oh, missed the third one up there. Okay.
So, what happened? Did everything go as planned?
Yes and no. I tell her what happened as I worked undercover.
Don't worry. Your operation was a success. Although your identity was ultimately exposed, you gained a wealth of invaluable intelligence. On top of that, you managed to get out without a scratch.
Also, you know, even though my identity was exposed, everyone that it was exposed to was taken care of. So, it's almost like I wasn't exposed.
I never imagined that Jersine would choose the path of evil. You did the right thing. I'm afraid this is how the Plague's author operates. Using notions of power and life to draw countless people like Jersine away from bright futures. Down a path of no return. You've managed to shine a light on the darkness of the enemy. With this intelligence, the Seed of Divine Foresight will be able to improve its strategy. And for all your efforts, please accept this reward. Is there anything else you'd like to know about?
Maybe. Yes, there is. Tell me about the current state of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
The current state. I'm afraid we know next to nothing. We dispatched agents, but they were only able to linger on the edges of the organization. Your operation is the furthest anyone's managed to infiltrate. The Seed of Divine Foresight is still striving to answer one question. Is this but the resurgent shadow of an organization silenced 1,000 years ago? Or have they been lurking in the darkness all along? Whatever the case, this sudden reemergence hints at a hidden conspiracy. It's troubled me deeply over recent few months. It's hard to tell what all of this is building towards.
Alright, did you send a lot of people undercover?
Not at all. The Disciples' secret letter makes it sound as if we infiltrated their ranks in great numbers. The reality is that only a handful of agents have successfully slipped into the organization, and the majority of them lacked the strength you had to make it back unscathed after their identity was exposed. They didn't have the wisdom and good fortune to gain the organization's trust quickly. An agent can't actually consume those pellets of the Disciples. Doing so would mean the end of their life as they knew it. The point is, there hasn't been anyone like you who managed to delve into the group's core and obtain so much first-hand information.
And then tell me about the beliefs of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus's Salvation is a manuscript transcribed from a sacred text. I don't know where the disciples obtained it. It likely consists of fragments of banned works from the Befall era. As I see it, there isn't anything particularly alarming about the text. It recalls the acts of the Plague's author's warped creatures from an equally warped perspective. The scripture doesn't have the power to lead people astray. They do that to themselves. But it does feed lies and false hope.
And about the prescription that person gave.
The prescription you acquired is beyond my knowledge. There are a few reliable alchemists that reside in Exalting Sanctum. I'd like to ask you to consult with them on the particulars of the prescription. This will allow the Seed of Divine Foresight to have a clear target for creating an antidote. Given that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus has become aware of our operation, it's about time the Seed of Divine Foresight reeled in its net. If you turn up any details about the prescription, feel free to come back and find me anytime.
Sure.
What's on your mind?
Nope.
Did you want...
Nope,
Very well. See you soon. Remember...
Sorry, didn't mean to talk to you again. Just misclicked. Is there another thing to collect? No. I mean, there might be other things around for me to collect. Just taking a look, seeing what is here, because, you know, I might not be back. Doesn't look like there's too much in here. Thing in the back corner. Nope. Okay. I guess we will continue onward then. Alright, head to the sanctum and ask around for or about this recipe. I did actually want to take a look here. What tab is it? Recipe. Nope, not what I thought it was. Alright, that's too bad. It's probably a quest item or something. Nope. Nope, oh well. So, let's start over here and ask about this. Hello, warm-hearted alchemist.
Why, hello there. Anything I can help you with?
Maybe. They asked me to find you. Explained what transpired to the alchemist.
So, this is official Seed of Divine Foresight business, eh? Then I'll do everything I can to assist you. Let's take a look at this prescription you mentioned.
Sure.
If this request had come from anywhere else, it would have seemed like a joke. But the Seed of Divine Foresight only deals in the serious. I can't understand this prescription. And I imagine that other alchemists won't be able to make sense of it either. I recommend you go directly to the chief alchemist, Lady Dan Shu. Lady Dan Shu is renowned for her unique line of reasoning. She's proposed several prescriptions that would have been incomprehensible to us if she hadn't explained the pharmacology. Still, those same prescriptions have always been able to produce miraculous effects. Lady Dan Shu is a truly gifted alchemist. All the more amazing given her sightlessness, wouldn't you say? Lady Dan Shu likes to pass the time over at Sinwood Pavilion. I'm sure you'll run into her if you head that way.
Alright. Thought there were other ones. Oh, apparently I went to the one I was supposed to go to straight away. Alright. Kind of makes me wonder what I would have heard from the other ones. Probably would have been like, these ingredients are silly. Why are you even asking me to do this?
I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Of course you have. You know me?
Everyone does. You're the hero who rescued the Vidyadhara healer lady in Exalting Sanctum. I heard from other alchemists you have a prescription you wish me to assess. Can you read it to me?
Sure. No? Sure.
Thank you.
Read the prescription to Dan Chu.
A strange and dangerous prescription, but I believe I understand the pharmacology. It involves drawing upon the strength of long scions to attain the power of ascension. The specifics, however, will require further investigation. This will take some time. I could hardly happen upon Vidyadhara bone marrow and test the prescription myself, could I? Leave your contact details with me. When I've completed my assessment of the pharmacology, I'll get in touch with you.
Alright. Oh, looks like we got another message. What do we got here? I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce Chinese names. So, I'm this person, Chief Secretary of the Skyfaring Commission. The of Astrum is running a small event for visitors to better understand John Cho. Would you be interested? Dreamy one-day tour? I'll just say interested. I'm very interested. What kind of event is it? I don't know if you've met it before, but the Skyfaring Commission has something. I'll wait until you're done talking. Alright. Alright. Has a speed tester named Tantan. He'd hoped that the public could actively participate in traffic management and become more aware of potential road hazards. To that end, he's planning a Zhan Shou speed tester experience. There are too few attendees because the event is too boring, so Madam Kong asked me to help her get more people. Would you mind attending this? Pretty please. All you need to do is record the traffic flow through Starskift Haven. Simple work, just stand in the lane and count. I'll go find him in a bit. Must use people for this? Just asking because I don't know what else I'm gonna say. I'll go find him in a bit. If you're ready, please go find him. Fired. Alright, I will do that at some other time. In the meantime, I am going to stick with the main mission. Alright. So, let's just make sure there's nothing to pick up here. Okay, looks pretty good. And no, I have to go around. Not this way. Oh, hello. Have I not? Oh, I have not gotten any of the treasures here. Alright.
Looks good.
There's the treasure. Let's head over here and head down. Alright. What do we have here? New message. Oh, hold on just one moment. And it says my connection is fine, but it seems to be stuttering a bit. No, it looks like it's good, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how long that's been going on. I guess I apologize if the stream is skipping a bit. It could just be that I am trying to run 2 streams at once. I don't know. Like I said, this is new for me, so please forgive any things that go wrong. I'll try to look into it as I learn about it. Anyway, so, greetings, Master Diviner asked me to wait for you. It's about time. Can't go, I'm busy right now. And it's a picture. Okay. I guess I'm supposed to look for that.
What does that mean? It's just a picture. Are we supposed to meet someone there? It's like one of those messages a kidnapper sends in a horror movie.
That's enough of that. Come on, let's go.
Alright, but I guess it's over here somewhere. I really don't know why it seems like it's skipping a bit. Hey, I recognize you.
Hurry up, Chingchua. We'll be fossils by the time you're finished.
I heard there was a disaster in the Divination Commission's delve? I'm surprised you're in the mood to play right now, Qingque.
Even if the sky was gonna collapse on the Divination Commission, the Master Diviner would be there to hold it up. What she lacks in height, she more than makes up for in stamina. Anyway, I didn't come here just to play. She ordered me to wait here for our guests. Time is precious. I'm simply multitasking. It's the place in the photo, all right. Is this a games parlor? What kind of problem can they possibly be facing? Isn't this hand a problem? I have the worst luck. Oh, hi there! I can tell just by looking at you that you're the Divination Commission's guests.
I guess, if you say so. Did you bring us here just for this? Or do you even know how long we've been waiting? You don't know what the Master Diviner to... you don't want the Master Diviner to know you've been slacking off, do you? Did you bring us here just for this?
I know, I'm sorry. I was going to wait for you by the statue, but... Ah! Triplet! But folks from the Realm Keeping Commission descended on the area. It's too loud over there now. Pass! Pass! So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be better to meet somewhere quieter? Four of a kind! And wouldn't that be more fun, too? Better to show you the real Exalting Sanctum and introduce you to a true Xianzhou pastime, Celestial Jade! Aha! Victory! Now that my wish has been fulfilled, there's nothing holding us back. Follow me, honored guests. I must apologize for your long wait, honored guests.
It wasn't too long. Seeing your enthusiasm for this Celestial Jade game has stoked my curiosity.
I'm glad to hear it. You clearly have excellent taste. If you're interested, I can show you how to play. It's great fun.
Sure.
Mr. Yang, is this really the best time?
Why wouldn't it be? I mean, if she can multitask like that, then why can't he?
Ah, look. Is that
It's an ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor. It was once the Xianzhou Lafu's prized treasure.
I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission were history buffs. Not bad. Younger generations usually don't know much about it. It's said that the Ambrosial Arbor is an ancient remnant from when the Xianzhou roamed the ether. From a distance, it looks like half a tree stump. But according to records of the early nation, in its prime, it wound into the heavens and from it celestial bodies hung. Meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its branches.
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta Space Station? No, that can't be right. Stars hung from its branches. Then, how did it fit in the Xianzhou?
Technically any tree in the spaceship fits this description. Sounds like an unimaginable magnificent tree. I'm gonna go with the first one, technically.
Those are metaphors. You shouldn't take poetry so literally. Anyway, it's just a legend. I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it. Let's go.
Alright. We're still going the right way, aren't we? Yeah.
Cultured people love visiting here.
Come on, draw
Need your extractor cleaned or your star skiff serviced?
We're almost there, everyone. Stay close.
Yep. I'm staying close. Here we are.
Just a heads up, Please don't go running off once we're inside.
Why would I go running?
Maybe the Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to mention... Please, don't push her buttons.
We're just here for the questioning. We'll leave as soon as it's over.
Yeah. But he said. Alright. Oh. Okay, this is an area that has enemies. Alright then.
Yeah. Time to twirl!
Let's make it quick.
Tough luck running into me! Honored to meet me. Time to twirl!
Naughty child.
You're annoying!
Nope, not quite. There. How big is this area? Oh, we've got quite a bit here. Alright. I'll do my exploration later.
So strange. Oh, let me guess, the gate isn't working? I don't understand. It's never been locked before. And no one told me to take a key. Hey, I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests. Are you really from the Divination Commission?
Is it possible you were fired? Maybe something happened. I'm gonna go with the second one. Again, I'm trying not to be rude whenever I can.
Don't scare me. Master Diviner wouldn't let anything bad happen on her watch. There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access.
Could it be that window right there? Or that one? Or maybe he just give you boost over the wall. Where are we going? Over to the west.
Here it is. You seem familiar. Is this where you come to avoid doing work? You're pretty sharp. Divination Commission staff call this the loafing gate.
Okay.
When there's nothing to do, we often sneak out from here and spend a few hours lazing around outside. A few hours? Do you have any vacancies?
What's this? Oh yeah, this is one of those puzzles. Alright, so... Guess that was easy. Alright, through the gate we go. Maybe.
Ugh, Stellaron corrosion. What's going on? Great. This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Chinchilla for messing up once again. I knew I'd offended that Diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingqi, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not. Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun.
Alright. Guess we repair.
Wow, you're amazing, Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an outsider. I officially hand over the title of Keeper of the Loafing Gate to you.
Is that something that he wants? Oh, is that a new enemy up ahead?
Anyone here surprised? Anyone?
No.
Here comes trouble.
Can't we run around to them for a change?
Let's make it quick.
Oh, Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Interesting.
Rules are made to be broken.
Time to twirl!
Let's go.
Alright. Did that do something specific?
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
I have no idea. I'm guessing that was supposed to do something. Alright, so we're heading up that way. I mean, I see enemies. Might as well fight them.
Let's make it quick.
Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! My turn! Time to twirl!
Alright, that was easy.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Alright, so up over this way, looks like. Oh, got more enemies here. 2 in 1 fight.
Yeah. Time to twirl! Tough luck running into me!
Just not sure what that has to do with anything.
Time to twirl!
Why does it specifically need to tell me that there's a core rupture?
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Door works from this side. There we go. Now up here. What do we got? We got a puzzle thing there, but I'll do that later. Hi.
Wow! A rare honor!
Me? Have we met?
No, I met Chinchua. I didn't expect to see her here during work hours.
That's unfair. I'm working hard. Look, these are the guests the Master Diviner wants to meet.
A rare honor.
Are you talking about us this time?
Yes. The Master Diviner rarely allows outsiders. She likes her peace and quiet. If you want to see the Master Diviner, head straight to the Matrix of Prescience. They're short of hands. The Master Diviner is run off her feet, and the Cloud Knights stationed there are driving away evil spirits. I don't know when they'll be done.
Alright, so as predicted, things have gone wrong.
This is the Matrix of Prescience, a large-scale Jade Abacus calculation terminal. It's the pride and joy of the Divination Commission.
We've heard the term Jade Abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingque?
A Jade Abacus is just... a Jade Abacus. That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as living jade engraved with symbols for divination into the unknown. Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry, We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past. Take the matrix of prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything, from the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism of living things. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Noose, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
So they're computers? So they're just microchips. So they're computers.
Seems like it, but Jade Abacus does sound a lot better. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed down from Noose.
I mean, some computers have good backstories.
Even in Madame Herta's space station, I never saw anything related to Noose. Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a Jade Abacus or a computer? Just like today, would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingchue? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Hello?
Meta-algorithm reading complete. Inputting Jade Abacus for simulation. Divination inference complete. Hexagrammatic position established. Fluctuation range is between the marsh and the water trigrams. Error margin of 0.2%. The algorithm is correct, so what's interfering with the instruments?
Good question. Looks like these two are here. Or at least she's here, and he's here in hologram.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the heaven and thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fu Shen?
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a Divination Commission fortune? The Matrix of Prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the Commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the Matrix of Prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
But you're Fu Shen, the seer. The boundless, omniscient. Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fu Shen the Seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So, General, even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the Matrix of Prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here.
Are you, though?
Qingchue is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises.
Glad to have us as your errand runners, aren't you? I thought you were going to have us escorted out. We'll go with the first one.
It's nice to have people I can entrust with difficult matters. I'm not like the General, and you don't even belong to my commission. I certainly won't be bossing you around. No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said. If you need something from us, just say the word. Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I need your help to restart the Matrix of Prescience space terminals. And eliminate the Stellaron spirits along the way.
Will we be reaching John Cho's secrets in the process? I don't know anything about this Matrix of Prescience. I'll go the first one.
Yes, but you needn't worry. You have my permission.
Great.
Xing Chui will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. As for eliminating the spirits... Psst. I hath divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners. Forever.
Maybe. Just say the magic word.
What? Which magic word? The universal one? Please? Oh. Please. Good enough.
Hey, you know, if we're able to get her to say please, well, we're doing pretty good. Alright. Over here. What are we doing? It's an elevator? No, it's a teleport. Okay. Restart the terminal. There's doors. Maybe I should open the doors. Just in case I have to come in here from a different angle. But also, I'm just gonna go up here and do what I need to do.
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time.
Alright. Activate. What's this? Alright, large-scale Jade Epicus calculation terminal used to calculate shipping routes and predict future events. To activate the base terminal, simply move the layout on the ground to match the pattern, the shape that it shows. Alright. Oh, do I not? Okay. I guess we put one here. And here. I don't really like that because it makes it so
That
that
should do it.
I have to actually use the unchangeable movement keys.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it? The more complex something is, the more important it is to keep it simple. Don't you think? If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner come and do it herself? Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while. Like me.
Alright, restart the other two terminals. According to the map, yep, that's what those other two doors were for. Well, let's see if I can circle around this way and get everything done.
Ha! Let's make it quick. Yeah.
Time to twirl! Tough luck running into me! What are you looking at?
Alright. Now, what is this thing? Yeah, it's a puzzle. I see. Right. There we go. Ah, I see it opens up.
Noise.
Sends us across. Anything to find up here? Nope, but there is a treasure. How many
Looks
treasure?
good.
How many are here? 11. Or probably 10 in one trotter, whatever it's called. Space anchor. Okay, well. Here we go.
What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Joe. It's an arumaton. It's guarding the matrix of prescience. They're stationed at various strategic places.
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you sure it won't fly into a rage if we walk past it?
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the matrix of prescience. Friends, not foes.
Passage prohibited.
March! You should join the Divination Commission. Quick, do something!
Alright.
Stay alert. Rules are made to be broken.
Oh, missed what that said.
Do you know who I am?
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Stay alert.
Great.
Treasonous.
You're annoying! Watch this awesome move!
So I'm guessing that was basically 3 hits to summon these things.
Time to twirl!
Let's make it quick.
My turn! What are you looking at? Time for a shot.
Let's go.
Time to twirl!
Yeah. Seems like every 3 hits, it makes these things.
Naughty child. You know who I am.
This big diamond! It's all yours!
Time to twirl! Time for a shot. Nap time.
Let's make it quick.
Stop targeting one person. Normally I don't have to worry about things like that.
Rules are made to be broken.
Tough luck running into me! Cute!
Yeah, might as well.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Just to be sure.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
That means it costs less to heal myself after the battle.
This must be the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that.
Probably. It never hurts to say it anyway. Right. This one. that.
Done. Next.
I just see somebody stand. Huh. Thought I saw somebody standing around with pink hair. Not sure where though, so I'll just continue on. Maybe that was what it looks like if I clear the area? I don't know. Hello?
Let's go.
Time to twirl!
Oh, didn't quite hit one. Alright, and we continue around. Assuming that we can, of course. Is there going to be another boss? Doesn't look like it. But there could be.
Let me guess. Time, space. I bet the next terminal is energy related.
Darn, the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish causal relationships.
Alright. Doesn't look so hard. Just have to move 2 of them. Maybe that's how it was for all of them. I don't know. Oh, okay.
We did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner.
That's what I was seeing. I was seeing the Matrix core when it was going to it. Alright. Just start that. Actually, go back to this. Once more. There we go. And I'll probably finish up the rest of this map some other time. Just probably off screen, just to save some time. I don't know if people enjoy random exploration or not, but I try to stick to the story for the most part, if I can.
Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts. Are you ready?
Ready. I think. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else I can do to get ready.
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
Well, yeah, but no, every precaution and all.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny.
All right, then.
That's why you're here? All for that?
Not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong.
Why? I don't see why it can't be wrong. What did you see? What did you do? Has Kafka pulled one over on us again? I mean, I don't think I have the right to be saying this, since I barely know the person. But what did you see?
Kafka has nothing to do with the Stellaron, but you. It's you.
Oh, yeah, Kafka has nothing to do with the Stellaron.
Absurd! I'd never have thought it.
What just happened? To tell us what's going on? I sense more rhythms on the horizon. Yeah. I mean, again, this is what I want to say, but I am trying to be polite. So I don't want to say, you know, if I say tell us what's going on, that sounds more like ordering than asking. So I'm going to say what just happened.
Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her.
Well, that was kind of what I was hoping.
I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
Alright, got a couple more things of music. And I guess we will ask more about stuff.
Hi.
Hi.
You haven't changed a bit.
Hasn't been very long.
I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state.
Saw you earlier, just fine. Don't act like we're friends. Are you alright? Are you hurt? You don't look like you're in a sorry state to me. Again, I'll be polite. Are you alright? Are you hurt?
Concerned about me? I'm fine. The Cienjo is always courteous with its captives. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me.
Are we talking alone? I mean, they're like 5 feet away. Alright, so these look like they're not just questions that I can ask all of them. Look like I can only ask one of these. So, what is your objective? Are you really innocent? What did Fujian see? Again, sorry about pronouncing names wrong. These don't really seem like the questions I would want to be asking her at the moment. I doubt she'd tell me her objective. If I asked her if she was really innocent, she'd probably give me some offhanded remark about, like, is anybody really innocent? Da-da-da. So, what did she see?
Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail.
Alright, so what you're saying is it didn't matter which question I ask.
Since you asked one of the 3 questions,
yep,
it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer? Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1, The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Xianzhou.
Which is good.
You know this now, though you refuse to believe it.
I beg to differ. I didn't really see them as enemies. I was just told that you were.
2, someone else brought the Stellaron into the Xianzhou and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Xianzhou. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact. However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me.
Of course.
He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me.
Of course.
To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Xianzhou Alliance to know in this moment.
Makes sense.
As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Xianzhou Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you.
Alright. I mean, it's kind of one of those self-fulfilling prophecies. You're here because you told... So, okay. They're here for me. Or the people on the train, if you is being used in the plural form. But they still arrived first, and then told us to arrive here knowing that we would. So, I mean, in this part, I don't see why it would matter where it was, except possibly that we wouldn't have gone anywhere else unless there was a Stellaron involved. So that could be the reason why all this is happening here. For you, for us, you're lying, remain silent. I'm guessing if I say us, she's gonna say no, you. But, let's see. For us?
Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Xianzhou.
Alright, so it's good that she expanded on that it is the entire crew, not just character.
In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Xianzhou. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Xianzhou will offer you their help.
But we still haven't resolved the Stellaron crisis.
What do you think? Surprised?
Not really.
The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Xianzhou? Quite the plot twist, don't you think?
What is this future you're talking about? You're lying. Why are you helping? Yeah, sure. Why are you helping?
Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work.
I believe this is the scene that flashed briefly in the first chapter or whatever, when the Stellaron that was given to me was going out of control. I think this was an image that showed very briefly.
There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of Ionic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even eons can be killed.
In the meantime, concurrently at the other end of the Lawfu.
Hey, Lorcha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting. So, eons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
I have no idea.
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Not really. I mean, sure. Long life means that you're gonna live longer before you die, but that doesn't mean that there's less death. Because, let's assume, I believe it said somewhere that the average citizen lives, 300 years or something like that here? But, you know, there's still X number of people. So, at the beginning of recording something like this, sure, it's gonna take 300 some years before they die, but once that starts happening and going in cycles, the rate that it happens is going to be the same no matter how long, how matter how what am I trying to say? Anyway, basically, it's still going to be the same, whether you live 10 years or 10,000 years. If everyone lives the same amount of time on average, then your statistics are going to be the same. But anyway, so yeah, death would be a similar concept to them as to anyone else. Maybe different, considering the reincarnated dragons, I guess. But other than that, it should be pretty much the same.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes? Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye.
Okay, yes, but what do you do with the bodies, basically, I guess?
The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true.
Right, I'm speaking as Don at the moment, I suppose. It's true. Only special Videodora can turn into dragons. It's just a legend. I don't know. Me personally, not Don, so I don't know what would say. I mean, if he had to choose, he'd probably say it's true, just because that's the least amount of words that have to come out of his mouth. So let's go with that.
What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons.
Ah, okay. Well, there we go.
The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Now, why did you turn around and look at your coffin like that when you're mentioning Eons?
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
A friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
Alright. Where are we going? Alright. I don't know. I'm going that way. The door is closed and there's no lock on this side. So I guess we're going this way. Oh, and we actually have these characters. Alright, fine. I guess I can't change characters. What's going on here? Oh, that's like parts of one of those Guardian things. Okay. Oh, and here's other parts. Got it. So it's like an assembly of some sort. And we've got enemies here. Alright, so if I remember correctly, story characters I do not have control of. They're just gonna do whatever they so choose.
Don't hesitate.
We're gonna go for this one.
Nothing major.
I still don't know what a core rupture does.
I've no interest in conflict.
Let me through! Dodge this!
Bloom. Don't worry about me.
Alright, fine. Don't worry about him.
Take this! Rise, Venus!
2 hunters, and I guess he's buckets. I don't know. So 2 focus damage dealers and a healer. Not bad. Oh, looks like something's going on over there.
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's hurt.
Wait. Let's think before we act.
Alright. Do not get the chance to do that all that often. So you're gonna say what you're thinking?
Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we take them out quickly, we can rescue the girl.
What happened to us letting you handle it?
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go.
Eternal step. Dead return! Nothing major.
Fighting is meaningless.
Alright. I guess we just don't have
The
control
truth
over
of
that.
life and death. Reveal the sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Let me through! You're not going anywhere!
I've no interest in conflict.
Alright, that's kind of interesting. These soldiers aren't getting back up.
Receive divinity. Repay. Eternal step. Dead return!
okay?
What do you think?
Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. You're a puppet.
My motor is broken. I can't move. Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
I think you said she's a cyborg, or a puppet, or whatever. Probably need more mechanical knowledge.
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission?
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Huh. Curious.
How... what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid, a word of advice. Leave as soon as possible. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely dangerous. If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wake span might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
And no explanation.
Come with me.
Alright. Still only 3 people in the party, though. That's too bad. Alright, up the stairs we go. To the giant torch.
I've never seen anything like it.
Meanwhile...
You know, even eons can be killed.
So your plan is to kill an Aeon? Killing an Aeon? Humans don't have that power. How could an Aeon possibly be killed? Let's just go the first one, I guess.
Are you kidding? That's not what we want.
Alright, then.
I just want to tell stories from the past. Stories about eons that have fallen. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze.
I only recognized one of those names, only because it was used quite a bit. I suppose Long the Permanence was recently mentioned, but none of this really makes any sense to me.
These names were once known all over the universe. Now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths. And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish known to humanity. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide. and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated, by Xipe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Cienjo Alliance travels the universe exterminating abominations cultivated by the Abundance. So, the Cienjo, too, are engaged in this process.
Why does the Xianzhou want to kill the Abundance? How did Tazeroth die? What about Akavili? Did they die at the hands of an Aeon? I wish I could ask all three of these, but I mean, I guess Akavili is supposedly the closest to main character, I guess, maybe?
I don't know. Akavili's disappearance was very mysterious. Noose is probably the only one that can answer that question. After all, Droid Head knows everything. What do you think? Fascinating stories, no?
I mean, I'd say they were fascinating if I got to hear them.
They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you.
What about the third way? Why are you telling me this? Do you believe all this nonsense? What about the third way?
Hold on. Any minute now.
Yeah, I'm stalling for time. I know.
It's begun. Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape?
Of course.
How are we gonna explain this to the Master Diviner?
They shouldn't have to. They should have seen it coming.
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Like I said.
Hey, did she brainwash you?
And also, there's no reason to keep them captive. As was explained already, they aren't enemies. Alright, what are we doing? Find them and report about the Arbor's strange resurrection. Guess I can't see it from here. Okay, well... I think this is where we need to go. Looks like it. Possibly. No. Yes. There we are. The stairs. Had to look at the map for a moment. They're there, but there's enemies right here. Let's get in a little bit of fighting.
Time to twirl! Told you I could fight. Time to twirl!
Oh dear.
Now.
Time to twirl! Tough luck running into me! Time to twirl!
Do you know who I am?
This big diamond! It's all yours!
There we go.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Now, what's going on over here?
Wasn't this the dead tree Qingque showed us earlier? How did it grow all of a sudden?
I thought I was just looking around for that and didn't see it.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even the long-lived might not witness something like this in their lifetime. I'm so lucky.
Maybe somebody applied a strong fertilizer? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the second one. It was some kind of power. Also, it seems like its leaves are fire. I don't know if that's how it was to begin with.
Such extraordinary energy. It's the Stellaron.
Mr. Yang, do you mean the Stellaron is making the ambrosial arbor grow?
Yes, the Stellaron the Cloud Knights are searching for must be causing this anomaly.
Okay, so it is right over there. I thought I was looking around and couldn't see it. Maybe I was just too far over that way. I don't know. Okay, gotta open the door. It is kind of looking like one of these, like, the weapons each have pictures and whatnot. Usually they're representing a character that they work best with, but like some of the all of the 3-star weapons just have pictures, not characters. And if I recall correctly, let me just look here. Like if I go here, I thought one of these looked like that. Was it this one? I don't know. Not exactly though, but maybe I was misremembering. But I do kind of wonder if, like, all of these weapons are kind of showing either pictures of what will happen or what has happened. Like, if I go back in here again. Like, oh, actually, there's a better place to do this. In the databank. Light cones. Like this one obviously seems like it was something that happened in the past. Like this is, I don't know, one of the preservation's characters probably. I mean, some of these are just generic pictures, but like this one looks like something that is going to happen. But yeah, I suppose a lot of them are just pictures, but not all of them seem to be that way. I could probably get a bit of story out of these. Like also, you get ones that are like this. This looks like a character that you could probably eventually play. So, you know, or at least a major character in the story that you haven't been introduced to yet. The same thing for, what are they? Relics? The planar ornaments? Like Talia, the Kingdom of Banditry, you know, you get a little bit of a description. Like enclosed within the plane of Talia, a small town called Nail Scrap. Like, you haven't been to this place yet, so it's possibly a place that will eventually show up, and I kind of like that some storytelling can be observed in just all the extra items if you look closely enough. Kind of like, what is it? Dark Souls, I think, has like quite a bit of story laced throughout all the items that you can collect in the game. I haven't really played it myself just because it's not the style of game I really enjoy. But hold on, I haven't been talking to these people as I'm walking by. They might actually have stuff to say. Especially since something just happened. Nope, you guys don't. Nope. Alright, maybe not then. Nope. Okay, never mind. I guess not everyone has something to say. Alright then.
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix of Prescience.
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out concerning Kafka makes sense. It has helped me to fill in another piece of the puzzle. I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. As for the culprits behind the Luofu's internal strife, I believe we are dealing with the so-called Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. That shadowy organization of the denizens of abundance.
Also, like, sneaking something onto this ship, like a Stellaron, from my knowledge, the Stellaron is, like, about the size of a Rubik's Cube. Or at least the one that I've seen. So, it wouldn't be too difficult to sneak one on board, unless there's other things I don't know about, which there probably are.
Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
General, when did you have these suspicions?
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed themselves. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Eon Emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship without my knowing. We are dealing with an external threat. The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship, and yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight and the shackling prison. There is forethought here. Our enemy must have had access to Luofu intelligence for things to unfold in this way. It is evident now. The Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. But why is he here? And why did he draw the Astral Express? That piece of the puzzle still eludes me. Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating group. Such lengths to get the Xianzhou and the Express onto the same track. Who would have believed it?
General, we must retain all urgency. The Ambrosial Arbor.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traders have planted it in the Ambrosial Arbor's delve, thereby causing the tree to grow once again. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus couldn't hold off any longer.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easier to resolve when you know where it lies.
Yeah.
Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready, Master Diviner.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority. We must head into the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor, expel the Stellaron spirits, and prevent the Arbor's resurrection.
As ever, the Master Diviner's omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However, sometimes speed is not everything. I have known the Stellaron's location for a while now. So why have I held back our forces?
General?
Well?
You're a scoundrel.
Pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now, which means the Cloud Knights have the situation under control and the traders have run out of patience. Now is the time to capture them all in one fell swoop.
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How will you justify the losses if something goes wrong, General?
Please, Lady Fu, I still have forces to deploy. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together with the Astral Express. How could I look the other way?
Exactly. Alright, let's look. We've got a situation. Let me guess. More. I'm going to go with the second. I mean, with something like that tree growing, I don't want to say quite exponentially, but they're right here. They saw it. They know what's going on. I don't need to say that we have a situation. They're diviners, after all. Let me guess. More errands.
The General's smiling again. Definitely errands.
It's my fault. I had higher expectations of the General. Please, we can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Since when did we run out of people on the Law Fu? Why are you staring at me? Do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret? Allowing Outworlders would be...
a violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Xianzhou comes before its rules and regulations, all the more so in times of crisis.
Fair enough.
As such, I am about to make a decision that runs counter to those rules and regulations. Oh, decisions plural. What a rare pleasure. Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with the military tally. The Cloud Knights will be under your control. You will act in concert with the other forces in the approach to the Ambrosial Arbor through the Alchemy Commission Delve.
Under... my control?
You've been eager to discover for yourself what it is to be a general, have you not?
You've never given me the opportunity, and now suddenly... Understood. As you wish.
So, while this is going on, I remember there was another person with the General. It was one of the characters that you can play. I'll get to it in a moment.
As for our astral friends, I hereby formally welcome you all to join our operation to seal the Stellaron.
About time.
Lady Fu will deploy the Cloud Knights, but I would like you to set off in advance. Take a shortcut through the Artisanship Commission and convene with Lady Fu further down the line.
Orders received. Errands received. Payment or we go on strike. I mean, we were wanting to assist, so, you know, orders received.
This is no order, honored guests. I'm merely stating what needs to be done should you wish to help us.
You've never really seen us as outsiders, huh?
Miss Tingyun, I would like you to continue to serve as a guide for our astral friends.
Oh, of course, General. I am duty-bound.
Okay, so what I was kind of mentioning there is there's this character right here. He's a playable character. He was with the General in a couple scenes before, and we haven't heard anything from him since. Kind of wondering what's going on with him, because, I mean, he seems like an important character. He wouldn't be a 5-star character otherwise. I mean, you know, you've got almost he's the equivalent of, you know, Jeopard or Sela, you know. kind of wondering what his role is in the story here, because we haven't really heard much about it. Alright, actually, let's see. This is probably, because this is now a new quest, it's probably a good place to call it. In between quests, it's been almost 3 hours, so I've been streaming for a good amount of time. And I am a little curious on some of the things that were going on in the background here. And so I wanted to take a look at that stuff as well, make sure everything's still running good. However, for the rest of the week, my schedule, I'm still going to be trying to stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, if things are running well. If they aren't, I'll try to tweak a few settings here and there, see if I can get it to run a little bit better. And go from there. But for the rest of the week, I plan on playing Pokemon Legends Arceus tomorrow. Then Tuesday will be Planet Crafter. Wednesday, what's going on Wednesday? Oh, I think I'm starting the new Legend of Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom. And then Thursday, I'll be playing some Genshin Impact. Going again, I'm getting near the end of the story that's currently out, so I'll be doing a lot of what I'm doing here. I'll be doing character quests and maybe story quest if I get to it, or depending on how long the character quest takes. So that's my plan for the week. Hopefully everything goes well and I'm able to continue streaming on Twitch as well as YouTube. So with that, I think I will call it here. And hope y'all enjoy this. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night.